Hi, this is Debra Dixon Kinzer with Living with Lupus Online Video Magazine. Today we're going to talk about a urinary tract infection that is also known as a UTI. Okay? Now, I want to thank the person that sent me the question about urinary tract infections. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about it and how it can, what the causes and effects of our urinary tract infection and how we can combat the urinary tract infection. Okay, so first thing is we want to know, what is a urinary tract infection? A urinary tract infection is the bacteria, it's a bacteria infection that can affect both your kidneys, it can affect your bladder, it can affect your urethra and your urethra that goes up into, it's where your pee comes out of, okay? So it's the cavity that runs through to your urethra, okay? Whether you be male or female, you can get a urinary tract infection. Now, what causes a urinary tract infection? The most common thing that doctors tell us is that what causes a urinary tract infection is tight clothing, okay? For women, if you wear tight underwear and tight pants and everything, and it's closing up, it's so tight that you have no airflow whatsoever. You could actually get a urinary tract infection simply by, it being so close together, and bacteria is easy to grow. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you in just a moment how that bacteria will get there to begin with. Okay. For men, same thing. Tighty whities, tight jeans, tight pants, and everything. It's all about the look, y'all. It's all about the look. You wear those tight clothes and everything, and you will cause yourself to be closed off from the airflow. You need airflow in order to keep yourself from having a urinary tract infection. Now, the second way is with those tight clothing. When we go to the restroom, okay, a lot of times we go to the restroom and we're rushing. And I know everybody knows what I'm talking about. We're rushing because we got to get here, we got to get there, we got to get back to our desk. Somebody's calling us, we got to go. So we go real fast, do everything we got to do, clean up, wash our hands, walk out of the bathroom. We're done, right? But you haven't completely emptied your bladder. Or you stopped in midstream and didn't completely empty your bladder. Okay? So when you stop in midstream like that, there tends to be a little bit of leakage. Okay? And that little bit of leakage is in that little cavity that runs from the bladder to the urethra, allowing it to come out. Okay? So when we have that, we stop in midstream that way, it will tend to be just a little bit left in there. That's just like if you turn on the faucet on a sink, okay, and then you turn it off, but you don't completely turn it all the way off, and there's a little dripping, okay? That happens with us, okay? So once that happens, there will be a little bit of wetness in your clothing and everything. And with the tight clothing, that wetness and the tight clothing and no airflow will allow that to start growth of bacteria, because there's heat, you know, there's heat. And that will cause bacteria to start growing, okay? So the other thing is, as I stated, is the inconsistency of not being able to completely empty your bladder when you go to the bathroom. All right? So sometimes we can go to the bathroom, you know, not completely empty our bladder. We'll walk away, but we don't realize that we haven't completely emptied it because we're in a hurry. Okay? We're in a hurry. All right? So you walk away, you go do whatever, and then 5 minutes later you turn around, you're sprinting back to the bathroom. Why? Because now you have an urgency to go back to the bathroom and you have to go again. Okay? Well, that's the effects of that. Okay? So, how do we combat a urinary tract infection? Well, there's several ways that you can combat it. Now, I told you guys I love berries. I love cranberries. I love strawberries. I love raspberries. I love blueberries. I love all the berries. And the reason why you love all the berries and everything is because they do help with your urinary tract. Okay? They will allow you to freely use the bathroom and push out all of those toxins and stuff like that that's in there that will actually um, that are harboring any type of bacteria. Now, just to let you know, everybody has bacteria in their body. Okay, we all carry a bacteria within us. Okay, now it's only a certain amount of bacteria that the human body carries. But if you combine other things with it, it will increase the bacteria that's in your body, causing it to cause an infection within you. Okay? Now that could be with a cold, that could be with, almost anything that we catch, it will cause a bacteria to spread. Okay? So just letting you know, we do have that bacteria in us, but it's only a small amount. But when we introduce other things into our bodies to cause that to, expand or expound upon itself, then that's what's causing those infections. So we have to look for something that's going to be able to combat that. For in this case, for urinary tract infection, you have your cranberries, you have your raspberries, you have your blueberries. You can mix all of those together if you want to. You can buy cranberry juice or just cranberry, what is that, gel or whatever, cranberry sauce. There you go, cranberry sauce. Okay? Or you can even buy the fresh cranberries or frozen. Okay? Now, how do you make a cranberry juice with the frozen? All you do is, you just put some water on the stove, let it boil in a pot, throw your cranberries in there. Do not add any sugar. You don't have to add anything. You can actually add cinnamon and it will make it a little bit sweet. Okay? Without the sugar. Okay, so our whole goal is to do something that's very, very healthy for us. It's going to help clean out the toxins out of our body, and that's what the sugar and what the cinnamon and the cranberries will do for you. It will clean those toxins out, and it will allow you to use the bathroom freely without causing any crystallization or anything like that in your body. Okay, so thank you so much for the question. I really appreciate that because, I've had a lot of people talk to me and ask me, Deborah, they tell me, they say, Deborah, I get a urinary tract infection all the time, and with this lupus and everything, it really bothers me because it's hard to get rid of. And it can be pretty hard to get rid of if you don't do the right things. It's all about how you put things in your body, what you do with your body and everything, how you wear your clothing and all of those good things. Everything is a factor when it comes to lupus and your body. So that's why I give you little tidbits when people ask me about the fresh fruits and vegetables that will help you to get rid of those things in your body. Okay? So if there was anything that I said today that you liked and that you understood and that really resonated with you, please subscribe if you have not subscribed. If you have subscribed, go ahead and hit like. Subscribe and hit like. Okay? Leave a comment if there's something that I said that you did not approve of or anything and you thought that was inconsistent or totally incorrect. You can hit dislike and you can leave me a comment. If you don't want to leave a comment, under here at the bottom and everything, please feel free to send me an email at livingwithlupusmagazine@gmail.com. I will be happy to read your comments. I will be happy to answer if necessary and everything, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. It's okay. All right? I'm good with constructive criticism. I can handle it. Okay? If you have a family member who has lupus and who has been going through this and everything, hey, send them over here to Living with Lupus Online Video Magazine. Tell them to subscribe, and if they don't want to subscribe, they can listen, just hit like either way if you like what I'm talking about, okay? Um, if you know a family, if you have lupus and you have a family member who was interested in finding out, a little bit about lupus and everything, please send them to the page, Living with Lupus Online Video Magazine, real life, okay? And you will, they can subscribe, they can, view all the videos and everything, and hit like or dislike, or leave a comment and ask a question, however they want to do it. Just let them know that this is here, okay? Also, if you are caring for someone who has lupus and you are trying to figure out how you can help them, please feel free to subscribe. Feel free to listen to the videos, leave a comment, hit like, dislike, anything, okay? The email address again is livingwithlupusonlinemagazine@gmail.com, okay? And Living with Lupus Magazine, Living with Lupus Magazine@gmail.com. All right, and I'm always open up to questions. I'm always open to any comments that you guys have, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. Okay, our goal here is to sustain, maintain, and retain your life with lupus. You don't have to allow lupus to take over your life and to, take you. Okay, you can take lupus, and that's what our goal is. Okay, by sustaining, maintaining, and retaining our life with lupus, we have control over lupus, and lupus will not have control over us. Okay, so just let you know that you are not alone in your journey. I am here with you, swimming across that huge ocean out there. Okay, any of the Red Seas or any lakes, I'm right there with you. I'm paddling that boat with you. I'm swimming that channel with you. I am walking through the woods, and you are not alone in your journey with Living with Lupus Online Video Magazine. You guys have a great evening, and let me know if there's anything that I can help you with. Okay? Have a great night.